Hi. I hope y'all are having a good day. I am having a great day myself. And in the bed pop. Wait a minute. Jesus. In me coming to you today, I want to encourage you. Let's all retain the wisdom from our experiences. Let's just do that. Let's make a pact. I'm going to sit down on this popping bed. Let's make a pact to learn from what we go through. Because if we don't, we're going to keep repeating the same cycles. We're going to keep making the same missteps and having the same content come to us over and over and over again until we allow it to do what it needs to do and pass. And I say that, and I know that those of you who know clearly, those of you who've been watching me and following me, you know that I have a formal background in education. My graduate degree is in education. I have a master's in education with a concentration in curricula and instruction. And when it was time for me to pick, okay, which age did I want to be with, which grade, I already knew because I had already been a Head Start preschool teacher. The littles, they not my ministry like that. Like I love them and they love me, and we're all like we're all warm and fuzzy. But on a day-to-day basis, no, that ain't my ministry like that. So I already knew in my heart that God was leading me toward middle school. At that point in time, I knew that middle school, to me, it was a point of just a weirdo time where children needed to understand that it's okay to be kind. It's cool to be kind. Stand in the power of who you are and be a buddy, not a bully. By all means, be a buddy, not a bully. And so I knew that middle school was going to be my jam. And it did turn out to be my jam. Seventh grade in particular. I loved teaching seventh grade because they're kind of in the middle. But I digress. So in being a middle school teacher and language arts and reading, that was my specialty. That's my content area. I had to deliver periods, meaning that I taught the same, pretty much, give or take, the same content to multiple classes. And so I did have gen ed, but I also had my tag classes, which is talented and gifted, and the in-between classes. And so I had to kind of tweak and see how what would stick, what was good. It's all about delivery. Kind of was like a matinee. I gave several performances a day, and teachers tend to do that. So hats off to all the teachers. Y'all need to pray for the teachers. It's like check on your strong friends. Check on the teachers. Check on the teachers. Nevertheless, in giving period after period, it helped me to really see how to deliver the content so the children could understand it, so the children would retain it. And so, it was like trial and error. Even with trial and error, there came a point in time where there were no hiccups in a period because I had already practiced and gone through on the other periods. And sometimes just the energy was different because I was dealing with different spirits and different souls. And long story short, my so what is that I've seen that that's how life is. As I've been on my journey and as I have encountered several experiences in my life, I do see some reoccurring themes from time to time. And it's kind of like I'm encountering the same content, but how am I going to move with the content this time? This is looking like the same kind of setup and situation. How am I going to move this time? How am I going to deliver what needs to be delivered? How am I going to show up for myself in the way that I need to show up for myself so that I maintain my integrity and I'm able to keep the wisdom that the Lord has given me through the periods that I've already taught, through the content I've already delivered, prayerfully through the lessons I've already learned. And so I'm asking you to do the same thing. Show up for yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Make sure that you tap in and ask the Holy Spirit, ask God. If you don't want to even go into that, think about how can you learn from something, or how can you approach a situation using the wisdom that you have gained before. That's it. Just, reflecting on those things, because we do encounter a lot of the same repeating cycles because we do not employ the wisdom that we've gained. And it's like the saying that, I love this saying. I don't know, people have restated it in different ways over the years, but intelligence is knowing that the tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put the tomato in the fruit salad. And, even though tomato and cranberry sometimes can be fire, we get the point. We understand. Let's learn from our missteps, and let's take every single opportunity to just improve and make the world a better place. So I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.